First, you want to soften up the clay by squishing it. You can add a little water on your hands if you need to. Then you're going to roll it into a sphere and start pinching it with your thumbs to make it into a bowl shape. It's easier to keep the clay thick and pinch out some of the details. Right now I'm pinching out a leg, so I'm just pulling and squeezing the clay. You can start shaping it. You can also attach clay. It's a little trickier, and I'll show you that later. I have some water in a bowl nearby. I'm going to keep dipping my fingers in it so that my fingers stay damp, and it helps keep the clay from drying out and cracking. And it's also helpful to smooth the clay. I'm working on the claws now, so I've pinched up the clay and I'm shaping them. Again, I've kept the clay pretty thick up to this point so that I have clay that I can pull out and shape into things. Keep in mind that clay is fragile, and any details that you add shouldn't be too thin or they will likely break off when they dry. I've placed a wadded up damp paper towel inside my sculpture to keep it from collapsing. You can drape a damp paper towel over the sculpture to keep it from drying out if you want to. Once the basic features are shaped, then you just go in and refine them by smoothing them. You can use a palette knife or the clay tools. You can also just use your fingers and dip them in the water and smooth the clay. To attach something, you will score the clay And then use slip, which is a mixture of clay with a small amount of water. And that makes it sticky. And then just really work the clay so that it's attached really well. If your clay project is not finished, you'll want to seal it in a Ziploc bag with a damp paper towel. If it is finished, you'll put it in the Ziploc bag, but leave the bag open so that it dries slowly, and you can keep a paper towel wadded up in the mouth so that it doesn't collapse. Don't forget to put your name on the plastic bag.